This is Abby Johnson with SugarSpun Marketing, and joining me right now is Michelle Stinson-Ross of Authority Labs. How are you this afternoon?
Doing great.
Good.
Definitely coffee fueled.
Understand, absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit about SEO, social, and content. Those are that's such a mouthful in and of itself. So let's talk about how all of them intersect.
All of them intersect. Honestly, it's not so much of an intersect so much as what you might want to think of as a clockwork mechanism, that each of those individual parts move and drive other individual parts, so that digital marketing is more of an ecosystem and nothing exists in a vacuum. So whatever you do in social, that power and energy drives other things, whether it's SEO, content, influencer outreach, all of it works together.
Well, and after I said that, I thought really the right question would be, how should they intersect? They all need to connect with one another, but that's the problem. They often don't.
Well, it's more of a perception issue. They do intersect, and we see more and more instances of search rankings changing because something else changed. Now, granted, there isn't any one direct one-to-one signal. It's a convergence of several signals that affect that. But for any marketer that's only looking at one piece of the puzzle, they never will see the big picture, and they never will get the big picture results either.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what we were talking about off camera, in that area that so many businesses seem to be missing in that three-way approach almost.
Has to do with measurement, right? What good does it do to spend time and effort to create content, amplify it on social, watch traffic, raising that page up in the search rankings, if you're not really tracking all of that data? All of that is done just to get people into the door and interacting with your brand. To close the sale, to get an email address, to get that person to take that next step, you've got to watch what all of those marketing touches are doing. So it's not just counting likes, which makes us all feel good. I mean, it's like, great, they like our brand, but we got to put food on the table at the end of the day.
Right. It's good in the short term, but not for the long term.
Right.
So how can businesses establish that long-term value?
The long-term value is in understanding that whatever you're creating, whatever you're sharing, has a lifespan. On some channels, that lifespan's very, very short. On other channels like Pinterest, it's got a really nice long lifespan. Each has its own value as far as what kind of traffic it can drive, and that is the point. Whether it's social or SEO or PPC, the whole point is to drive traffic back to your website so that you can do business. So it's those factors that you need to be watching. Pay attention to your referral traffic sources. Pay attention to, does that traffic actually share and amplify what they just took the time to read? You've got to take it a step further than just, did somebody leave a comment? Did somebody give it a +1? And really begin to understand why there's a relationship happening between you and the customer about that piece of content.
It's all about the conversion, really.
It is. It is. As much as we don't really like talking about being promotional,
Right.
yes, at the end of the day, technically that's what we're doing, but we're doing it in a way that isn't necessarily just serving us. We're promoting in a way that serves our audience.
Very well said. Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
This is Abby Johnson with SugarSpun Marketing. Thanks for watching.